He has no use for Shedeur. It's going to take the owner stepping in and saying no to Stefanski, but I'm going to tell you what tears me up about this. They have the fourth easiest schedule remaining. They have what Pro Football Focus ranks the #1 defense in pro football. This draft class is starting to percolate Mason pick. So it scares me because Stefanski is going to fight for his life and his job and his draft pick, a third-round pick in Dillon. It tears my guts out to watch what's happening to Shedeur with a chance. This is on a silver platter for somebody to take the reins. So I'm not loving this for Shedeur unless Jimmy Haslam just steps in and says, okay, that's enough. We have to give the people what they want.
Skip Bayless just went full courtroom mode on Kevin Stefanski, like he's about to question the whole NFL. And right in the middle of that chaos, Shedeur Sanders gets benched, like someone hit pause on his highlight reel. What's happening here? Did Skip lose it, or did Stefanski just create a new sports villain? Buckle up. This drama makes reality TV look boring.
You know, I'm not objective about this, but this was hitting bottom yesterday. This is all-time shameful on the part of Kevin Stefanski. This was Kevin Stefanski pretty much declaring public war on Shedeur, or at least Cold War on Shedeur, because he won't even speak Shedeur's name in these interview sessions. It's like Parcells when T.O. was there. He wouldn't even call his name. He just called him the player. Remember that? And this is degenerated into every time he's asked about Shedeur, he just plays dodgeball.
You know the world's upside down when Skip Bayless starts acting like Judge Judy after too much coffee. He saw that Shedeur Sanders got benched and suddenly decided it was a national emergency. Like he's about to open a lawsuit, a government case, and maybe even call in an exorcism.
Shedeur can be great if you give him a shot. Shedeur would have ignited the sideline and the huddle if thrown into the fray, even at Pittsburgh. And I completely respect what you have to say about it's not his game plan, and he's not getting reps, and blah, blah. I get all that. He's just a very special kid, and I know his father very well. And his father raised him to be a starting quarterback in the National Football League. He was raised around stars and superstars. It's just in his blood. If you give him a chance, he will seize the opportunity and he will run with it. Because
the Cleveland Browns made one coaching move, and Skip treated it like they stole the Declaration of Independence. Somewhere, Kevin Stefanski is staring at his phone, wondering how he went from head coach to the main suspect in Skip's imaginary courtroom. It all started when Cleveland did what Cleveland does best, cause chaos.
Skip Bayless did not hold back on Kevin Stefanski when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. Now, we all know Skip Bayless is making his appearance on Gil's Arenas Gridiron, and they talking football, and he let loose on Kevin Stefanski with Gilbert Arenas on Gil's Arena and the crew over there on Gil's Gridiron. And Skip Bayless unleashed a gauntlet on Kevin Stefanski for his mishandling of Shedeur Sanders. But Skip Bayless went on and said, this is not no knock on Dillon Gabriel.
They benched Shedeur Sanders, the one player who actually made people watch. It was like firing the fireworks guy right before New Year's Eve, and the timing, terrible. Just hours before kickoff, Stefanski decided to prove he's the boss by benching the team's future and putting in Dillon Gabriel, the safest, most average choice possible.
ESPN, Fox Sports analyst had to say, and he sounded off about Kevin Stefanski and Cleveland's plan for Shedeur Sanders. He said Stefanski knows if he gives in to Shedeur, he's a goner because he's dug in internally with the owner and the GM that he just wants no part of Shedeur. He doesn't like him. He doesn't like the way he handles himself. He doesn't like the way he carries himself in the locker room and the social media and all those things that nobody liked about him in the NFL draft. I think it is a weird claim to make to say that the head coach doesn't like a player on his team, doesn't like a quarterback, right? Like maybe it's weird to speculate about personal feelings between Shedeur and Stefanski, but there certainly are some signs that Shedeur's not Stefanski's favorite quarterback on the roster. I mean,
you could almost hear the fans groan together, disappointment echoing through Cleveland. Then Skip showed up. Oh, Skip, he didn't just react, he exploded. He went full courtroom drama, acting like he found a new law about quarterback rights. In his mind, Stefanski had committed crimes against football and humanity all at once. Reports even said Skip was preparing legal action, which probably means 10 straight hours of yelling into a mic until a judge quits. He said he was defending football itself, like he'd been chosen to protect every young quarterback alive. He called it sabotage, betrayal, maybe even witchcraft. Meanwhile, Cleveland looked like a circus. Stefanski said it was a strategic move, but no one bought that. What's strategic about benching the player who brings the city hope? Cleveland hasn't seen this much drama since Baker Mayfield had more commercials than touchdowns.
Interception, obviously, in 3 games. Can a young quarterback sometimes be too cautious?
Well, we've talked about it over the years or weeks this season. You want to be smart and aggressive. You don't want to just be conservative for the sake of being conservative. So it's a balance there, and we coach our quarterbacks to be aggressive when the time calls for it and let it rip, and then also understanding that taking care of the football is a big part of our.
You could see Shedeur sitting there, helmet on, jaw tight, focused. Not mad, just calm. The look that says, keep doubting me. I'll show you next time. Then the internet blew up. Hashtags everywhere. Fans said Stefanski lost his mind, and that Skip was right for once. Skip loved it. Suddenly, he's the hero, the people's champion. He acted like Shedeur was his long-lost son. Every rant, every post, pure fire. According to Skip, Stefanski didn't just bench a player, he benched destiny, the future, the heart of the sport. Skip made it sound like the Browns committed a crime against hope. Then rumors spread. Skip's lawsuit wasn't about justice, it was about protecting his own brand.
He just built that way. No stage will be too big for him, even at Pittsburgh against that defense, even if you just thrown him into the dumpster fire in the fourth quarter. You say, that's not fair. It's Shedeur. And you would see right away the energy would go up in the huddle because they all know they're playing not to lose with Dylan Gabriel. And I feel sorry for Dylan Gabriel, and you and we're rooting against him. And I like him as a kid because he's a really good kid, but as a football player, as a quarterback in this predicament of a situation, I'm rooting against him. And I feel sorry for him because behind him is the most popular backup quarterback in the history of the National.
Let's be real. The only reason to bench Shedeur is fear. The kid has that spark, the energy that gets fans excited and makes old players nervous. Coaches love competition until a young guy starts making their system look outdated. Then they say, he's not ready, which really means he's making me look bad. Fans weren't mad about the benching. They were mad about the fear behind it. Cleveland had a chance to build momentum, but instead chose safety over excitement. The Browns seem addicted to pretending they're playing the long game while everyone else plays real football. Skip knew it. The fans knew it. Even Shedeur knew it. You don't work your whole life to sit on the bench and become a motivational quote.
Of Kevin Stefanski not knowing what quarterback talent looks like. Now, we all been covering this story ever since Shedeur Sanders was drafted by the Cleveland Browns, and everything that went on in training camp. All the lies, all the smoke and mirrors that people were saying about Shedeur Sanders. Now we have to produce videos about Mary Kay Cabot, one of the Cleveland Brown insiders, beat writers, where she knew what it was with Shedeur Sanders because Mary Kay Cabot, she attended Shedeur Sanders' pro day in Colorado.
Now Skip's outrage becomes a national event. Every talk show, every podcast, everyone's talking. Some say Stefanski's hiding behind strategy, others say he's just avoiding responsibility. Then, surprise, new reports say Stefanski's job might be in danger if this chaos keeps going. Management's tired of his my way or the highway style. You can't keep benching the future and expect job security, especially when the guy you benched has more star power than the whole coaching staff. Skip's involvement only makes it worse. Every decision turns into a headline. Every press conference becomes a meme. Then Skip drops the bomb, accusing Stefanski of being scared of Shedeur's potential. He says it's not about development, it's about control. Stefanski wants safe, obedient players. Shedeur wants to play bold. It's like espresso versus decaf. One excites you, the other puts you to sleep. Now fans are picking sides, Team Skip or Team Stefanski. Next
season, we saw her all throughout camp. Gabriel got all the reps. Shedeur never got reps with the first teamers, despite being the starter for one of the games in preseason, 2 of the games, in fact. And so then Cleveland, of course, drafted Gabriel in the 3rd round ahead of Sanders, and also named Gabriel the backup instead of Shedeur to Flacco. This was really fishy, though, in the Dolphins game. I mean, you're up 31-6, 4.5 minutes left, and you still have Gabriel out there. I mean, you won't even put in Shedeur for a couple minutes. And that's weird because you see every other backup in the league would have been in that game.
Every time the Browns try to calm things down, Skip adds more fuel. Stefanski says team unity, and rumors of chaos leak again. It's the perfect Cleveland storm. Talent, ego, and overreaction all mixed together. By game day, cameras are focused on Shedeur like he's a ticking time bomb. And fans chant his name even though he's not starting. Stefanski's pacing nervously, trying to convince himself it's all part of the plan. The game starts, and it's awkward. Dillon Gabriel plays so safe it's like he's teaching football to toddlers. Cameras keep cutting to the bench, waiting for the moment Stefanski finally gives in.
What do you think about Shedeur's situation right now in Cleveland and how you went mute?
It's the biggest travesty in the history of the National Football League. And if he ever gets his chance, God willing, he will seize it and make them all look like fools.
Do you think he's going to play this year?
You go with Dillon Gabriel for 5 games or 6 games, and surely you're going to lose almost all of them, if not all of them. Give him the bottom of the schedule because he got his chance flukishly and he balled out.
Yeah.
You can say, oh, it's just the preseason, but you could see him on stage. If you give him a shot, he's going to seize his opportunity.
And Skip, he's everywhere. Every screen, every trending topic. He's acting like he's running for office. His message, justice for Shedeur. He's treating this like a movement. He even bangs a gavel on his show, shouting, "Order in the court of public opinion." Meanwhile, Shedeur stays silent. No complaints, no tweets, just focus, and that silence scares people. Angry players are one thing. You can control that. But calm, patient ones? They're planning. It's that quiet before the comeback, the kind that makes coaches sweat.
Stefanski stays in charge, it's going to be over his dead body that Shedeur is going to play a snap this year. As I've always said about Dillon Gabriel, I think he's a little better than Tua. Built stocky like Tua, nice arm, accurate, but he ain't Shedeur. Shedeur is very special to me. If Shedeur were starting right now for the Cleveland Browns, I think they'd be the talk of the league because they did just beat the Packers because they have the #1 defense in the National Football League. If you gave Shedeur Judkins in that defense, I guarantee you he would be lighting it up because he was born and raised to be a starting quarterback in the National Football League.
Now the situation's huge. Analysts start saying what everyone's been thinking. Stefanski isn't afraid Shedeur's not ready. He's afraid Shedeur's too ready. Once fans see what he can do, there's no going back. Coaches love potential until it threatens their control. Then suddenly the rookie needs time. Skip keeps throwing verbal grenades, turning Stefanski into the villain of a sports movie. The coach who benched the hero before the big game, then Cleveland loses again, badly. Reporters ask about Shedeur, and Stefanski repeats the same robotic line. "We're sticking with the plan." You can almost hear Skip screaming from miles away. His legal crusade has now become a cultural joke, but people are watching.
What? It's just excruciating to watch what they're trying to do to Shedeur. Again, they're still trying to teach him a lesson. They sabotaged it. They rigged it against him today, putting him in with 3rd and 4th stringers, 5th stringers. Free Shedeur from Cleveland. Free him. Get him the hell out of Cleveland. Get him out from under that wicked Kevin Stefanski.
At this point, Skip could blame the benching on Mercury being in retrograde, and half the internet would agree. Then things take a turn. Reports say Browns management is telling Stefanski to fix it fast. The benching is killing morale, ticket sales, and patience. Skip's fake lawsuit has somehow become real news. The PR team is getting calls about it non-stop. That's the power of drama. When outrage becomes momentum, people mistake it for truth. Stefanski's trapped now. The Browns' offense fails again. 3 and outs, fans booing like it's a bad play. The camera cuts to Shedeur, helmet on, chin down, ready. The crowd sees it and the energy shifts. Hope returns.